So, 100 subscribers. Woohoo! So I had a lot of ideas for this first milestone, all of which required a lot of time, and to be honest, I didn't expect to hit this first 100 subscribers for a long time after this. It's only been 6 or 7 weeks. And I'm really surprised by it, actually. I really am taken back. So I'm going to save that big, massive, epic one for like a 500 subscriber milestone. And I've decided to go for a Q&A session. So I've asked a few of my students in the studio and some of my learner piglets in the schools to ask me any questions they want to, and I'll answer them in this video. So question number 1 from Harley. Why don't you do better jokes? Because I don't know any better jokes that are suitable for a family-friendly channel. So you're stuck with these. Why the big horse? Big horse, it's my birthday. Next question. What are my favourite socks? So those of you that know me know that I quite like an odd sock. These are my favourite ones. These are donut flamingos. Next question. How many songs can you play? Every gig that I do, I normally learn a handful of songs that I might never play again. Every time I teach someone a lesson, I might learn a song that I'll never play again. So I've learnt a lot of songs. I would have learnt thousands of songs, I'd expect. But I only retain the ones that I either enjoy or the ones that I use the most. So I think at the moment my set list is around about maybe 120 to 150 songs that I can just play without really thinking about it. Next question. What is my favourite thing to play? My favourite thing to play on guitar, I enjoy playing anything colourful and vibrant. Anything different and interesting that I haven't heard before. I don't like the same chords that I've heard over and over and over and over again. But I do like chords that I've never heard before. So I give myself a challenge every day to play something new and interesting that I've never heard and that I've never played before. And that's quite a good way to keep the creative juices flowing. Another thing, I quite like the freedom of playing whatever I want. So jazz is quite fun for that. Jazz is great. So sometimes for fun, in the middle of a Latin break in one of my acoustic songs, I might throw in a flat 5 or tritone substitution for a laugh. Next question. What is my favourite type of guitar? So I'm assuming that's going to be an electric or acoustic. At the moment, I like acoustic. I like the challenge of not having a band. I like having no beat, no bassist, no rhythm or lead guitarist. It's all you, and you've got to provide a similar kind of experience for the audience. It'll be different because there's less to look at. A band is always a bit more interesting to see because you can look at the bassist doing whatever he's doing. You can look at the drummer going bonkers. There's more to see, and it's a bit more entertaining in that respect. But as a solo artist, you've got to try to provide the same thing. And being just a solo acoustic artist is restrictive in that sense, and it's challenging, and I love the challenge, it's quite fun. The next question is, how do you get gigs? This is a very good question. For that one, Louis, I am going to give you a full video on it pretty soon, because that's quite an important one. A lot of my students are now kind of moving up into gigging on their own, and it's quite important to know how to get those gigs. The main thing, you need to give the venue an opportunity to make their own mind up of whether you're right to play at their venue. So you need a video, some sort of sample of you playing, how you look, how you act on stage, and how you sound. Just remember that people buy into people rather than facts and figures, so have some sort of relationship with them so they get to know you as a person and they'll want to give you the work, rather than reading a sheet of paper with loads of facts and figures on, and they don't actually know who you are. And I'll do a full video on that one, talking about it in a bit more detail. Next question. Would I rather fight a bear with shark arms or a shark with bear arms? Thanks for this one, Owen. Would I get to choose the arena that we fight in? If I did, I would choose to fight a bear with shark arms in the O2 Arena. What's your favourite song? So my favourite song to listen to is Closer by Kings of Leon. Love that song, and that's probably a bit of a surprise to some of you. What is my favourite game? Some of you may know that I enjoy a bit of gaming. So my one top favourite game, possibly of all time, which I haven't played a lot of really, is Rust. I love Rust and any game like that, so I like The Forest as well on PS4. I enjoy Dark Souls. I just got Sekiro recently, Shadow of the Colossus, Final Fantasy VII, and I'm also looking forward to Cyberpunk, one thing I'm keeping an eye out for, and I will be playing that one, definitely. Next question. So how old were you when you started playing guitar? I was 12 or 13, and it was the year 2000. Why did you start playing guitar? Actually, I started on trumpet first. I played trumpet for a little while. I got to grade 3. And then I felt forced into a performance in a church that I didn't want to do. So I just didn't go to the performance. They didn't turn up. And I knew I would go into school and I'd have a big row. So I took my trumpet in. I said, I don't want to do it anymore because I was scared of having a row. And then I just packed that in. But by that point, I'd kind of bitten the musical apple of destiny. I was hooked on music and I wanted to play something. I went to a music shop with the idea of either doing saxophone or guitar, and the first thing I tried was guitar. And I kind of got it, really. I understood what happens when you change the length of the string, what happens when the thicker string vibrates. By looking at it, I could understand how it worked, and that was for me, and the rest is history. How many gigs have I ever played? So, that's hard to say, really. If I was to guess, I'd guess around about 1,000 over the years. Starts off slow, the first couple of years, hardly anything. But in the last video I mentioned that I did 200 gigs one year, and I've been going for quite a while. Maybe not quite 1,000 gigs. Maybe between 800 and 1,000 gigs, I'd say. Do you like sausages? Yes, Fern, I love sausages. And the last sausage that stands out in my mind is a goat sausage that I bought from the Swansea Marina Market. That's there once a month. Go there, try the goat sausages. Last question. How many hours did you used to practice? This is something I speak about quite a lot when I talk about practice with people. I used to practice as often as I could. I used to love practicing. No one ever had to tell me that I had to practice. I'd wake up in the morning, I would play guitar until I go to school for like maybe an hour. I'd even think about playing guitar in school. I would practice flamenco strumming on my knee under the table. I would practice fretting things on my wrists. And that was my day in school. I'd come home from school and I would pick up my guitar and I would eat food while playing guitar. I'd do my homework while playing guitar. I'd be gaming while playing my guitar. I don't expect anyone to do the same amount of practice that I did when I was younger, because I was a bit of a freak. And that's it for the questions. Now, thank you everyone who subscribed, everyone who's followed me on Instagram and Facebook, everyone who's followed my gigs on my website. I do really appreciate the support that I've had so far. I know it's only 100 subscribers. I know some of my subscribers have a lot more. Some of the kids that I teach have much more on their own channels. It means that I'm doing the right kind of thing. It reinforces the fact that 100 people or 105 people have watched my videos and decided that they like them enough to subscribe and they want to see more. One idea that I had for this actually was to look back on my first videos and see how rubbish they were. But this is one of my first videos. This was really early on in like my learning, and I just want to say thank you for being on this journey with me. Thank you for subscribing. But I'm really enjoying the process. I'm trying to just have fun and learning how to do the whole thing. I got loads of ideas for future content which I think would be beneficial for everyone and fun. I'm really looking forward to having some better quality videos. So I'll see you in the next video.